Today we're at Pompano Beach Pines course. This is the first ever Greg Norman designed golf course, so a bit of history. The first hole is a par 5, 575 yards, double dogleg. Great drive down the middle, nice little cut, free wood into the green, but just short of it, just really long hole. Great approach, rolls out, and we're putting for birdie. I'm using the shaft to align my alignment line on the ball to give myself a better reference where I'm aiming. And the strike is pretty solid, but it just slips out. I think it had a little bit too much speed on that. Tap in for par, and we're off to hole number 2. 345 yard par 4. Driver is probably not the right play here, especially when you put it left. Just stopped short of those trees, still giving me a good angle into the approach. Gets on the green, just a little bit short. I assumed it would run out of the rough, but I'm below the hole, which is great. Putting uphill, just pushed it off to the right a little bit, but tap in for par, and we continue to hole number 3. Par 3, 195 yard. Pulled that 4 iron a little bit because I wanted to hit a 3 iron, but decided to go over 4 and hit it just a little harder. The shot did manage to carry the bunker, but landed in kind of a bad area. So I decided to take my 52-degree wedge and just put the shaft upright to make sure that I hit it more of a putt. Chip was great, little downhill. I thought it's gonna roll out, but just didn't roll out as much as I wanted it to. Now faced with a downhill putt, hit it too strong. The hill magnifies the mistake, and I have to struggle for bogey. This one is for bogey, and we continue to hole number 4. 415 yard par 4. Great drive down the center of the fairway, giving myself a 120 yard gap wedge into the green. Comes out nice off the club face, high shot, trying to land it and stop it right away. Comes out a little bit short. Again, uphill putt, but little pull on that one. Misread the line, tap in for par, and we are off to hole number 5. A 400 yard par 4. Here I want to discuss a little bit my pre-shot routine. What I do is, before I set up the camera, I give myself a reference point to understand where the ball will be once I tee it up. Now, I do my pre-shot routine, and you'll see how quick I get off to the shot. I'll do a swing behind the ball, then I use my shaft again to align myself with a reference point, set up to the ball, look at the reference point, look at the target, hit the shot. So I don't really have a swing thought, rather a routine. 260 yard drive gives me about 70 yard into the hole after the rollout from that drive, but this one flies a little bit past the hole, so I'm faced with a downhill putt. I always want to be below the hole to give myself an uphill putt, but unfortunately this one came out a little bit too good off the wedge, and the downhill putt yields more break than I anticipated. Tap in for another par. We're on hole 6, a 542 yard par 5. I want to take advantage of the roll on that course, so I hit a nice draw into the dogleg and it rolls out. Now I want to make sure that I do stop the ball on the green with a 3-wood, so I decided to hit a high fade. 244 yard carry, but unfortunately it rolls out over the green. I'm faced with a chip back to the hole, and unfortunately this one comes out a little bit short, leaving me a quite long birdie putt, and I misread that one totally. Tap in for par. Hole number 7, 168 yard par 3, 7 iron. Hit it a little bit with an open club face, hence the fade, and comes out short. I do, however, feel very confident with my chip shots, so happy to give this one a go at for birdie. Good effort, just short. Now, the way I'm hitting those chips on this Bermuda grass is I try to hit them more of a putt. So I set myself upright with the shaft upright and just kind of feel a putt momentum on that swing. Hole number 8, 444 yard par 4. This one requires a long straight drive. Let's see if we can execute that. I did not add a map tracer on this shot because I wanted to give you a bit of a contrast to shot tracer with our map tracer, which I think takes a lot away. That map tracer does make a huge difference. So comment below if you want to see more map tracers. Now we're faced with a 194 yard shot into the green. I hit this one extremely pure, cuts a little fade, and we're on the dance floor. Just a little bit past the hole, but I'm going to use the zoom and the circle on Shot Tracer Pro to give you an idea where the ball is. And we're left with a downhill putt. I thought it's gonna break left. It actually broke the other way, to my surprise. In any way, tap in for par, happy with that result. And we have arrived to the last hole of today's golf round. Hole number 9, 404 yard, par 4. And I just want to give a shout out to the camera quality here of an iPhone. It's amazing how much detail you get when shooting right into the sun. Unbelievable. This drive, unfortunately, pushed to the right and it's off into the trees. And at this point, I'm just hoping to find the ball in those trees. I did find it, giving myself a tricky shot with a very difficult lie. I need to fade it around the tree, above the tree, and make sure I hit the right distance. Comes out just as I wanted it to do, and it's perfect. I felt like it's gonna be right next to the hole. Turns out to be just a little bit short, so I have a chip uphill. This one had a chance to go in just a little bit right, and I'm happy with my 1 over par on the first ever Greg Norman designed golf course on the front 9. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you liked it. Smash the subscribe button if you loved it, and I'll see you in the next one.